Morning everybody, it's Mick from Bushcraft. I'm out in the woods again today. 10 o'clock and I'm just coming out to try some new kit I've recently purchased, and yes, I've got it from the well-known online auction site, as I always do. So I'm out to try it today, and I'm also out just to try setting up tarp, bit of a small base camp, as it's one of my spots that I chose that could be a potential spot for one of my overnight wild camps, because I've a few spots lined up now. You may have noticed I've got a new logo for my channel, so if you want to comment on that, tell me whether you like it, prefer it, don't care, I'd appreciate that. So we'll crack on now, and I'll see you at base camp. See you later. Right, that's the tarp set up. I'm just going to do a bit of wandering around just to show you how it looks. There's a tarp just down here to my stream. There's a little bit of a sort of plateau there where I'll be able to just come down after the wind, sheltered, do a bit of cooking. What I also want to show you is how it looks from other angles from in the woods. So I'm just going to move to a different area now. Right, I've just come about 10-15 metres away, and you can possibly just make out there my tarp. So as you can see, just from 15 metres away, quite well covered. Right, I've come the other side now, and I'm probably about 20-25 metres away now, and again you can just make out the tarp there, but once again that's well covered. And just if I pan round, just there, just along here, across the stream and away, is a path. So I'm not that far from the path, but I'm well covered. I'm really pleased with that. Okay, this is my new piece of kit. It's the mesh hammock, and it's took me about 6 attempts to get the tension right on this. I've been sat on that floor quite a few times, so it is something you have to get right and practice. So I shall try and sit in it now and show you. There you go, off the ground, just. It's alright, it's quite comfy. I think it still needs to be a bit more taut. It will stretch over time, and I'm probably going to end up on the deck. And of course you can lie down in it as well. As you will have seen on a previous video, Sandy quite well pointed out that the Popgun stove sat so low down in the hobo stove was taking far too long to actually boil the water, which is right, it was taking too long. So what I've done is I've just created temporarily a little sort of stand there to raise the level of the Popgun stove, and hopefully that's going to improve the boil time. We're going to do just enough water, one of these cups, just to make some cup of soup. That's how much water we're going to be using, which is, I suppose really I should do the same test as what I did last time to see how it improves, so that's what I'll do. I think if I remember rightly it was just over half, so that's about half. We'll go with that. That's probably going to be a more accurate test. I can use the other bit of water for a brew or something. Right, okay, we'll get the stove on now and then we'll come back to you. Okay, we're in bloom now. Get the pot on. See how that fares. And we'll start the clock. Okay, we'll leave that to boil and we'll come back to you shortly. Just while the water's boiling, I just wanted to say a big thank you to all my subscribers again, because I've recently broke through the 100 subscriber mark. Unbelievable, I can't believe it. I'm absolutely over the moon. I mean, all we're doing is we're just going out, doing what we enjoy doing, going outdoors, being one with nature, and people seem to take an interest in it, which is understandable because I do exactly the same. I look at loads of different people's channels, picking up new skills, new ideas, hints, tips, advice, wisdom, and it's just a great way of learning. So if I'm giving something back, then that makes me happy and I'm pleased, and the fact that I've gone through 100 subscribers is absolutely fantastic. So huge thank you to everybody, I really appreciate it. Thanks for your comments, and let's push on now to the 150 and we'll see where we go from there. Okay, well, we're up to 6.5 minutes now, so I'm going to just check out, see how the water's doing. Okay, see you in a bit. Right, as I just said, we're just approaching 7 minutes, and that's hot. It's not boiling, it's not a rolling boil, it's getting hot. So we'll just leave that for a bit longer and we'll come back to it. Right, we're up to about 13 minutes now and it's not quite boiling, which I think is about the same time as last time, but it is rather windy today. As you can see, the wind is really whipping through and blowing the flames around there, so I'm sure it's losing a lot of heat there. So I think 13 minutes is going to be 13-14 minutes. I'm just going to have to wait a bit longer for my brew, unfortunately. Even raising it up doesn't seem to have speeded the boil time up. Like I say, it is a bit windy, so it's probably losing some heat there, but it does its job. So we'll have to think about maybe getting a different stove if we're going to brew up a bit quicker. But anyway, we're nearly there. I can hear it bubbling now, so we'll get a cup of soup on. Okay. Got my cup of soup now, nice and warm. Good. It took about, well, 14-15 minutes to get to a, didn't even get to a rolling boil. It was very hot. It wasn't a rolling boil, but it's done its job. I mentioned earlier how quite good cover I've got here from people walking past. But no sooner had I got set up, a guy came wandering through the woods with his dog and just crossed over the stream just a bit further down. I don't know whether he saw me or not. I'm assuming he did, but he never acknowledged me, never said anything. But I still like it here. It's a nice spot. It'd be quite a good spot to do an overnighter. Because like I said last time, I like being near the stream. There's a little plateau there just to do my cooking, just down away from the sort of sleeping area. And it's quite a nice spot. Quite like it. So we'll see whether we come back here or not. I've been trying my new Carrymore Trail 35 pack today. It's my 99p pack. Brilliant, really good, really pleased with it. Comfy, holds just what I need. So yeah, really happy with that. The mesh hammock, I think I've finally got it sorted now to the right tension. And yeah, this again I like as well. Paid very little for it, as per usual, and it just keeps you off the ground and it just gives you a bit more of a raised outlook on things. It's starting to rain now, so I'm glad I've got the tarp up early. And I'm just sat here, nice and dry, warm cup of soup, just listening to the birds. Doesn't get any better than that. Right, I shall finish my soup off and we'll think about doing something else. Okay, see you on the next video. The rain's getting heavier now. This is my first real test of the tarp in the rain. I've only ever used it when it's been either sunny or dry. But it's just started raining and I'm nice and dry. So it's working quite well. That was, I don't know if you heard that or not, that was me stove cooling down. I don't know if you spotted, but I used the billy can, just took the handle off, turned it upside down and put it straight over the hobo stove, and it extinguished the meth burner. So that's a handy little thing to just to extinguish it, save on the meths. So I might be using that again later for my dinner. And have some noodles, I think. I've brought me binoculars out with me today. See if I can spot any wildlife. Or people just wandering through camp. Not seen anybody else, just that one guy with the dog. I have seen a roe deer in here on one occasion. I came in one early morning. I saw a roe deer just up there. So if I do a wild camp here, you never know, I might see some deer. That'd be good. This mesh hammock, I got this mainly for stringing up underneath my main hammock, just to store all my gear in, to keep it off the ground. But it also doubles up as a seat or somewhere to just chill out when I'm out walking. I've actually got two. This one is the second one I got, which is in a lot better condition. It's virtually brand new, this one. The other one I got had, I say a hole. It's a mesh hammock. We've got loads of holes in, but some of the strings had been cut, so I wasn't as happy with that one. But that one will be alright for just storing my gear in, not a problem. So that's good.